Good evening, wonderful people, great Biafrans. I greet each and every one of you, wherever you are going to listen to this message, be it morning, afternoon, or night. I encourage you to share the program because it is very, very important that this message that we are propagating all over the world, different media agitators propagating the gospel of Biafran freedom, that we do share the message so that the people, the genuine people, or people who don't understand what is going on, cannot be able to fall in the hands of the enemy. My name is still Mazi Odinkeman Kendelin Wachineke, a bona fide active member of IPOB, and also an active financial member as well, serving the indigenous people of Biafra through media, evangelists, and also in music. The second disciple of Onyendu Mazandam Dekano, aka Afro-Cronkite. This message this evening has different dimension. But we are going to start with Ike Chukwu Ugwa of the supposedly the IPOB and Biafra land coordinator in the entire Biafra land. We want to send you a message and we want to ask you a question. Because anybody who is in this struggle, believe in Mazen Namdekano, you have to abide by the rules and regulations, the order that Mazen Namdekano gave. We must follow that very order. And one of the questions that I want to ask Ike Chukwu Ugwa, is he aware? Of course, he's aware, but we'll not just put it as a question. Is he aware that Sapele, the Anambra State commander, is killing the genuine freedom fighters? Is he aware of that? Of course, he's aware of that. Is he also aware that Sapele killed King Jaja of Opobo and Oba and so many others just because they don't want to buy the idea of stopping the election in Biafra land? They don't want to buy the idea, and for that reason, they offered him 50 million naira, but he declined. Is he aware? Of course, he's aware. Is Ike Chukwu Ugwa, is he also aware that Onyendu Mazen Nnamdi Kanu in Ebonyi State in 2020 sacked the entire leadership of Ebonyi State IPOB, including all the executive? But then they retained their seat. Is he aware? Of course, he's aware. Is he also aware that an IPOB based in the United States of America, New York precisely, by name Imam Magada, is using his influence in order to persuade the gallant men to abandon the struggle and surrender to the Zoo Nigerian government? Is he aware? Of course, he's aware. Is he also aware that Soludo kidnapped a lot of IPOB members, including Eze Fidelis in Anambra State, during the time that he was running for the Anambra State election, and he kidnapped him? But then the people of Isuofia, including the Igwe CAO, Moagalo, and his cabinet and some other prominent people in Isuofia of Aguata, summoned Soludo, and Soludo accepted that yes, indeed, he knows about Eze Felix, but he is going to release him and so many other people that he has captured after he has won his so-called Anambra State governorship election. Is he aware that Soludo and other politicians, they don't keep to their promise? Is he aware? Of course, he's aware. Is he also aware that during the time of the preparation of that Anambra State election, a meeting was held, including China Sanworu, including Benjamin Madubugu, and some other IPOB principal officers, for them to support the stopping of no election. Majority of them declined, but their names was mentioned and sacked in Radio Biafra. Is he aware? Of course, he's aware. But today, the message that we are getting today is that the same Ikechukwu Ugwa is going about in Biafra land, calling those people that they have sacked, which of course, immediately after they sack them, they begin to hunt for them to be killed. Today, he's going about asking them to come back. Now, the question is, if they have been succeeded killing those people, which of course they killed a lot of them, the ones that have been able to survive, if they've been able to eliminate those ones, is he going to see the people that he's going to be calling for them to come and join the DOS, which of course everybody know that the DOS, leadership of DOS, Chike Dozem and China Sanworu, they have failed woefully. Now, is he also aware that politicians, after making their promises, for example, the case of Anambra State election, they can never keep to their promise? Is he aware? Of course, he's aware. Is he also aware that immediately after they had that meeting to stop the Anambra State election, that the Anambra State IPOB women leader by name Nkechi Onyebuchi begin to make a call in order to solicit and press for the IPOB members to go and post as an agent of the Zoo Nigeria in the polling booth, which of course we are going to listen to her voice, because each time that I come out to present anything, if I don't have any evidence, I will not come out. I will not come out. And nobody should come out tomorrow and say that this is not her voice. This is not her voice. This is the woman that we're talking about. The so-called IPOB women leader in Anambra State. But she is a hardcore politician. You are going to listen. You are going to hear her voice. Before we go to the message I want to send to Soludo, and to remind the people of Isuofia of what the promise that Soludo made, and immediately after he won the Anambra State election, he is going to release Eze Fidelis. Now, listen to this. Listen to the voice of the Anambra State women leader when she was making her persuasion in order to make sure that the Anambra State election holds, which of course they succeeded. Listen to this.
No one got on a film booth. So I wouldn't be named for film booth in the Anambra State. So when I am on the matter, 2-2, pitch film booth, it was up and down.
Did you hear that? We are going to continue. This is supposedly a woman that was supposed to be the coordinator of women in Anambra State, persuading for the Anambra State election to hold. This is her voice. And you can hear her call the name of China Sanworu, saying that Mazen Nnamdi Kanu gave that directive, which of course, each and every one of us knows that Mazen Nnamdi Kanu never gave that order. But they have to use that justification in order to persuade other genuine freedom fighters in order to do their bid. You know what I'm saying now? In order to do their bid. Let's continue.
Barrister, so we are on family. After I'm going on a film boot, but I got to vote. Nandi United Nations now needed. Nandi Nigeria now to vote. So then the one has not part of it. When the kind of number work it out. Then you can give it back. Again, I thought through a sort of a small PDP. I will start young. None of the whole film boot in Nana Anambra State. I have been there. I have been under them.
Did you hear what she said? The woman is saying that as this order was given by Mazen Nnamdi Kanu, which is of course is a lie, that they are going to stand in a polling booth. They are going to stand in a polling booth in order to monitor the election of the Zoo Nigeria. The people who so-called agitating for Biafra or for breakaway from the Nigerian state are also supporting the same Nigeria to remain as one. You know what I'm saying now? The people that are supposed to be fighting the Zoo Nigerian government are now the people working, making sure that Nigeria remains as one. How can so many of our people being killed in this very struggle? Onyendu is there in the DSS dungeon. And people are talking about one Nigeria. People are talking about one Nigeria. The voice you are hearing is the voice of the so-called women leader IPOB in Anambra State during the time of election in 2021. You know what I'm saying now? So if you can imagine that 50 million was given to King Jaja in order for them to support Sapele, to make sure that they stop advertising for no election in Anambra State. Imagine how much they might have given to the so-called women leader of IPOB in Anambra State. Imagine how much they have given to China Sanworu. Imagine how much they have given to Chike Doziem. Imagine how much they have given to Emma Powerful. Imagine how much they have given the leadership, so many of them in the leadership, to make sure that Anambra State election, and the same thing is still repeating. You understand what I'm saying now? I have this very evidence for a very long time, but I'm waiting for a perfect time in order to do what? To make this presentation. If some of you that are following me, you can be able to hear me that say, one day, I am going to make a exposition against this very woman. And the reason why we are making these broadcasts today is to ask Ike Chukwu Ugwa, that is going about people that their name have been mentioned, giving out their information to the Zoo Nigerian government to go and track them and kill them. Which they succeeded killing a lot of them. A lot of them survived. They are now calling for those people to come back. Is Ike Chukwu Ugwa, is he not aware that currently in Abia State, they are now forcing gallant men to go and take oath in one Abara? Whereas that is not the place that Onyendu directed or asked our men to go and be taking oath. There is a specific place. He's aware of it. Is he not aware that currently in Imo State, that Ebubago are now wanting to march together with ESN to take control of ESN in Imo State, in disguise of bringing youth together so that the Ebubagu will stop killing the youth. Automatically, is for the Ebubagu to do what? To take control of ESN in Imo State. Is he not aware? Because he is the general coordinator of IPOB, or supposedly the IPOB general coordinator in Biafra land. Is he not aware? Of course, he is aware. Let's continue. Listen to this very message. Let's continue listening to this very message.
Then let's take the real result. What's the get the United Nations?
Okay.
So, in the back of me, I'm good. Yeah, give me.
They have started an attack.
Okay.
So, in the back of me, I'm good. Yeah, give me.
You have 1 minute remaining.
And then we'll see. Not from my name. There's no one in the son of trouble. I'm a Iran. You have a politics. Nanda Kenya, Undi, my name. And when he keep copying, but you don't speak copying. Okay, you are going to be the discussion. So, no one. No, but the opinion of the outcome, seven local government center.
Did you hear that? The person that she is forcing to go and take the book that contain the 7 local government in the center, and the person declined. You know what I'm saying now? The person declined. We are going to listen to all of them. So that tomorrow, somebody will not come out and tell me that this is not her voice. Madama Pute Chikitanu assume that now this is not her voice. You know what I'm saying now? The voice that you are hearing is the voice of IPOB women leader in Anambra State.
Can be not.
Muka Yabunye or Harrison Kayabunya.
Harrison West.
Oh, yeah, one PLO.
Your call credit has been exhausted and your call terminated. Dial *606# to borrow airtime from MTN, or dial *904* airtime amount # to buy airtime directly from your bank.
Ego mo guru bitende MTN ego.
Not why I don't believe.
Ya kan so no onwa PLO.
I'm never going to welcome.
O zime no mbo ozi mbo gwara m no.
Okay. Well, it's the way they are. I didn't do it to come here. They don't involve. They must have any of us all politics. You better go. Can we make a man why I get back? No more. Everyone, I met and the bling with the bag and roll. Did they go there? Till 25.
Because only barata. Odi okwu a o nwere PL o maka ha si arụ ọrụ. So ando nwere ihe gwara m sisi a. So mgbe ọ gwazi m mana m ihe mmemme.
What this woman did is that immediately after the election, the people that refused to abide by their plan, she now begin to give their names to Soludo. That is why you begin to see unnecessary killings. That is where you begin to see people being killed here and there. And the question that I am asking Ikech Ugwa tonight is this. If they succeeded killing everybody that refused to abide by this their dirty business or politics in IPOB, who are they going to find to ask them to come back? The instruction that Onyendu gave in Ebonyi State, that all the leadership, including the executive, are sacked. Are they not still working today? The person that Onyendu put and his executive, are they working effectively? Is Ike Chukwugwa, is he giving them support? Of course not. Of course not. So what I'm telling our people, just like the program that I made a few days ago, concerning the intel that we got from Abia State, how they are using the name of autopilot in order to do what? To bring people together. And when they bring you together, they gave you a specific oath. Because they call the oath that Onyendu brought out, together with the DOS at that time, they call it fake. That the oath of Morgan is fake, and they have new one. And this new one, once you come in, they will now open the book for you to know exactly what you're finding yourself in. And immediately you find out, the next thing you do what? You escalate from that, they look for you to kill you. That is why we say, once you find out, because as we're making this exposition, in order to help you to do what? To understand exactly what is going on. You call this number and give us complaint. All we need is the name of the person, his village, his local government, for us to make it public, so that Biafrans can be able to give him a call. +491628891 You call us, we are going to respond to you. We are going to respond to you. Let's continue.
ego nsego m ogwuru MTN mana ha bụrụ go friend mbiri ego mgbe njide nkwụba isna ihe mere gene emono ka ihe mere si ọdụ mma Oh no, I said to Anemia, I this is the first number. Put on a number of Naya. Only yesterday, you want the Anthony, I can take it from this. What was going to be out? Look from going to be out, and I was there what the yeah, well, I'm a piano. Ya ka nna asụ na ya bụ Harrison bi ozie m ji ebute akwụkwọ mara onwe ndị ọ na-ezibu ozi iche na-eme anya ebe anyị fụrụ m ihe mpụtara bụ strọgụ and isi m anwa mba n'ime ana n'ihe m amaghị anya ya bụ ihechara m anya nnọkọta ebe nna anyị nọ prizin m wee nnọkọta esombi ya bụrụ akwụkwọ gbasara elekshọn maka what.
She said that there is no way that she will find herself mixed with politicians. That what she came out to do, this is the response that she's giving to this very woman that you're seeing her picture called Nkechi Onyebuchi. that what she came out to do is for our people to be free from the Nigerian government. How can she expect her to see our leader Mazi Nnamdi Kanu in the DSS dungeon and then ask her to go and carry a political booklet for election? That she can never do that. This is the response she is giving to this very woman. This is the response that's given to this very woman.
On a na struggle no election.
She said that what we agreed in this very struggle is no election in Biafra land.
And they put from day one, and then I know. Gensi can put in what I got my credits can not body. And then I no prison. And then I no prison. It was some Biabula. Okay, had you mean no one and Biabula or Kita? Kita no when we sit at it. And then I no prison. And then I no prison. It was some Biabula. Okay, had you mean no one and Biabula or Kita? Kita no when we sit at home. Can do you to that vote? Can do you to the vote? Can was Yancy? Namono struggle I want to make uche. Namono command and control I want is mu wori sin je ti no ko wori sin ti no ko. Ebo so kwari yasi. Ndazi lo zi aholo mo. Ndazi lo zi aholo nwere umunne. Ha suppose easy as me easy ozi ahụ.
You see, this is the fight now. The woman is saying that there is no way that she can expect her to talk anything about politics in Nigeria because our leader, Mazi Nnamdi Kanu, is DSS in DSS dungeon.
Ije bute ihe olu ono riri meje na olu na nke isi mu ya aba na amje. Imo complication dị ya imedoro. Imo complication dị n'okwu a. That day unu jere ihe ana m eche ka isi mu na ihe ikwu na eso ha. Ndikere ka ire otu a yesi wee kwekwe akwa omume. Why na nna anyị no prison. Egworo m ya just iru na ebe ha dọ na ana. Ekwucha. Hadimi na njebuta akwa nwede ndụ ngwara ya kedu ihe ndụ mmadụ ya ewe m.
Now, did you see the question now? The question the woman is asking this very woman that you see her picture, that she expect this woman called Nkechi Onyebuchi on the day that they went for that meeting to stop election, to continue election in Anambra State. She expect her to castigate and to decline from that very proposal. But she sat there and she listened and she welcomed it. That is why I asked. Imagine how much, if they can be able to give King Jaja 50 million, imagine how much they will give this to this woman. She's a hardcore politician in IPOB. And there are many of them, people like Imam Magada, hardcore politicians in IPOB. Hardcore politicians in IPOB. This is their work. This is their work. Let's continue.
God forbid evil. All the impossible. It's better I die than maybe that is not what elect waiting ya shon. Muchi ngwa me ko obosi nwo no mari he guru mu. And they were from me because I didn't go. I'm the one that call you. Juago, get it unusi or assume unusije. A woman, I don't think what you want to no be able to. Mutano's aqua, Docadaga, Fondo, Marifua, aqua. Can you make Kumambura, Batabedimu? Can you do Yaguamo now? Quambu? Yeah? I can't come out. I
How much so is not so need to knock? Was that the reason? Keta, what me here make it? What would the reason? Hana Tony Hana Lapa, what would the reason? How could not no election? Can guy yes so? I will give you what you are to do. I will not do it. Had a sim potter, what the coach blue. Oh, Hana Jamie to know for things with the high album. Get a guy, my sister, don't tell me that. Don't tell me that. Nobody hear me.
I could turn the phone available, but I'm not
in a one Biabula. I saw a woman, yeah, it was them one does of Bunya. Munga window. Because enough to say, you're on a election. Don't put my name in sight. I will not go. Hello?
Hello?
Yeah? Yeah?
I'm still I'm killing a man of my one man road.
Okay. Yeah.
We follow. Where go on my car? Let's take a lie. I can be more than do. Do I do to bomb? But I'm working on the mother sport. I wasn't doing them to put that. A man was getting a blown and even not on my with our way. Somebody has to keep that in women. We went on Harrison. Harrison thinks, I got talking. Once the camp was there, I said, money. Soon the one in Yemen. The one now even the child is going to put it in the last one. Come go at this way. So what would I want to put it about
Cholo, Imano, last time. Oh, wait, me tell now what the Jelu. I watch a Yamonia house. Gente, oh, young while ago. Oh, boss, say, had a sim or on a phone. Bonomo, Simo, and if I know back, Jipper will say, na Nacho, Ndu Yaroya woman leader. I want the young warrior. I but made them back. Gente, so the young one of Basalo, Gente, the say you want a Basala election. Mother was in the master. Nyoso. Yako, you look one anka. A Welukua. How is not walk one more? Gente. Oh, go on your bottom where Juvia. Say you do try to do.
Addison, go well, no. Some kind of wagon one. The other also, as a woman, Lydia. Before, West Museo, Mrs. Mark, I said, mother. I am saying that. Or the look be now state coordinator Kebunia, because no state coordinator suppose it will Harrison. Dilate, not what to go.
Did you hear that? State coordinator. State coordinator. State coordinator, the entire Biafran coordinator, which is Ikechukwu. All of them, Hanchanine, they are in it together. All of them are in it together. Did you hear the question that she asked her? Was she the one that those documents or those papers for election give it all? The state coordinator. And there is nothing that is going on in the entire Biafra land that Ikechukwu Ugua is not aware. Not even one. You know what I'm saying now? Not even one. Not even one. Everything that is going on, all the sabotage, kicking against the instruction of Mazen Nnamdi Kanu, he's aware. Did you hear the question? Did you hear the question? Let's take it back a little bit.
Let okay, because no.
I said,
or the look be now state coordinator because no state coordinator suppose it will Harrison. Dilate, not what to go.
State coordinator,
no, man. No, yeah, man. No, onye maziania no ma ania. Go maziania buru.
You got on my point. Now when I know about politics.
Go maziania no.
Ask the motion direct.
Hmm.
Ask the motion direct.
Hey.
Make I went to West come by at the thing. Where does it
Okay.
Did you see that? After having the meeting with the high rankings, they are now looking for somebody who is going to do that very job. Looking for somebody who is going to do the job. They have done their meeting, though. She did not tell her how they went, what they discussed. But the only thing that she told her is come and carry an election book. And she said that she is not going to do that. Now, the question that she's asking Nkechi Onyebuchi was that document or that election booklet given to the state coordinator, the Anambra state coordinator of IPOB? And she said that Anambra state coordinator said he doesn't know anything about politics. So they will sit there, the politicians, both the zoo, the entire zoo politicians, including the state and other politicians in Biafra land, having meeting with these people. They will now using the command and control to force people to go and do those dirty job. Do you understand what I'm saying now? And they will never tell them exactly what is going on. They will end it up with command and control. This is a command and control. You must do it. We are in a command and control. You don't have to ask questions. That is why she said from the beginning that she is in this struggle does not mean that she don't have brain. She can ask questions. Because each and every one of us believe that Nigeria must be disintegrated. This is what we believe in. And anything that can be able to make sure that we achieve our goal is what, not to help the Nigerian government, not to help the Nigeria to remain as one. You understand that? These are leaders, so these are leaders. The people that are supposed to be leading over 70 to 80 million Biafrans. The people that are supposed to be standing there for Mazi Nnamdi is not there. Selling the struggle, having meeting here and there. At the end, they will ask somebody, is command and control. That is why I asked Ikechukwu Ugwa. Presently, in Abia State, they are forcing gallant men to go and take oath in one Aguata. Was that the place that Onyendu recommended? Onyendu sacked the entire IPOB coordinator in Ebonyi State, including all the executive, which includes Igwe Ogbonnaya, Ishoko Jacob, James Mbabu, Shoma Iwuala, Stanley Iwuala, Pastor Eze, and many others under Igwe Ogbonnaya. And many others under Igwe Ogbonnaya. Are they not still holding their position? Who is supporting them? Is Ikechukwu Ugwa? Is he not aware? Is he not aware? That is why some of us, or majority of us, or few of us, are keeping records. Because we keep record and keep track in whatever that is going on. A time will come, we open the book to remind you, to refresh your memory back for you to be able to listen, to understand. Because if they come to you and say that we sacked you based on false information and this, they are coming for your head, though. They are coming for your head, though. Remember Otapiapia. Remember Otapiapia. You remember Otapiapia, right? A man that vowed and said that whenever he sees the people who stand on the truth, that he is going to give them Otapiapia. You remember that? they will gather you. You remember Sunday Okeke? Sunday Okeke that is going about using this very picture in order to deceive a lot of people, but not knowing that he's already well and fit. He posts himself, posts this very picture, send it to the Biafrans. And when they come to him, he will connect them to the people that are going to be slaughtered, and because they are going to do a little bit interview to know if you stand on the truth. These are the pictures circulating, deceiving a lot of people. If you are among the people that they are deceiving, asking you to come back, that they dissolved you, ask them a question. Ask them a question. Ask them a question. There are so many questions to be asked. There are so many questions. Give them this very video. Because this is the voice of the so-called or supposedly to be the Anambra State women leader. Of course, she has been exposed. A lot of people in Biafra land knows what I'm talking about. A lot of people here in diaspora don't know exactly what is going on. They don't know. A lot of them don't know what is going on. The promises that the politicians are promising you here and there, when they confuse you, of course, with a sack of money, that once Soludo becomes the governor of Anambra State, that is going to do this to make sure that Mazenland becomes released and to help and make sure that Biafra is being restored. Are they keeping their promises? Of course not. Of course not. Let's finish this very voice note before we go to the message that we want to send to Soludo, and also to remind the Igwe of Isofia, Igwe CAO, Mogalu, and his cabinet of the promise that Soludo promised them before he became the governor of Anambra State. Now let's finish this very voice note.
Sorry, Namu, when the voice menu. Now the thing now what can you see? I didn't like Egypt. We don't near. Okay, I want to go. Why not? Okay.
But I can't do that. I want them knowing and even my mother means I
Did you hear that? Benjamin, Barrister Joffo. A lot of people names been mentioned here. A lot of people. Did Mazen Nnamdi Kanu ask us to support Biafra or to support one Nigeria? After having their meeting, they will now look. Just listen to this.
But somewhere in but I am the reason. No, that, but I'm not an election. No, will every time I go to.
Oh, what do you?
No, will every time
If we live line on a struggle, even if I'm put on wow, yeah, pick a model name on never on one. How one call less in my hand or yan, money when they are picking in the how one could make this spirit ever go in me, and the young one about elected.
Before, I went for Alpha. About the mobile and I put it up to the before I put them to the Alpha. I'm a million on a call. I want to have them of Papa Libre, nothing else. No with information. And if you are today. That's no way reason.
Baliba would only jelu or yana pitobi, Baliban count, Concana pitobi jelu, Ubuabado. Okay, what if you massimedia? Zuaniko, Zuquani, Zuquano Nika, what is Wake? Zuquano Nika over there.
Oh, what I lesson on them.
Get a card, Jabba. Can you have Jabba? Oh, okay, well, election. I'll come with the can do many here. I couldn't so of course no bossy, no bossy to election. Can die, Yano, never.
Did you see? Because the woman have asked her a hard question. Now she is kind of trying to deny that there's not going to be an election. But the first voice note that we heard, she said it clear. Come and take. People are going to stand there. Selected people from IPOB are going to post there to have an election. And now she is denying. The same person, though, the same woman, she is now denying. Because a hard question had been asked. That is why remaining consistent and determined is very, very important. Once you know what you are doing, nobody will deceive you. Nobody will deceive you. What are you going to deceive again?
Zukwa na ike n'obodo a ka m zuo ike. Isi nọ nwere ihe mbụ. Onye otu na-ata nwa olu si wee bụrụ gee ntị. Strọgụl a burula anyị ncha niile enu. And onye ebutu anyị ncha niile na ma ọ bụrụ na ya eteki time. Ibi ichi na-asa nwa olu nwa onye ọ bụ before. Onye ọ bụ na family ya ka ọ bụ. The same thing with me. Onye mbụ na family nke m ka m bụ ya before struggle wee pụta wee mewe onye ọbụla bulibe anyị enu ka ị ghara ịkọrọ bụ isi again ịsị na onye ka m bụ mụnwa bụ Chinwe ndụ na-enyelu achọghị m ịga fọda ba iji m onye ka m bụ ọlọbich ka ị na-akọba isi m onye ka m bụrụ nwaanyị eji wee kwuo onye ka m bụ nne nwaanyị ji ezinụlọ ka ị na-asị onye ka ọ bụ onye ka Chinasa nwere bifọ onye ka ọ bụ bifọ gụnwa onye ka iwu bifọ zuo ike nwere onye mbụ ụnụ akpọsị ihe nkwasị elekshọn ụnụ akpọrọ m oku ọzọ mmadụ abụkwana m ya ọzọ mmadụ abụkwana fon a kenu kwu ya n'ọnụ ya ọntụ iri ihe anyị na-achọ enwe isi nna anyị apụta nna anyị pụta ihe ọsọ anyị ma anyị maka anyị na-esi eje bifọ mgbe ọ nọ na mpụta mmadụ ka anyị na-esi agala mmadụ ihe ọ na-agwa anyị ihe bido sisi wee ṅụwa ka o yeru 9 minutes ọ ṅụgharị anyị zukwa enyi ka hapụ ma o nwere ebe m na-eje o ka m wa ha je ebe m na-eje kpọọ ya ọgụ ịchọ ọgụ na ha na-akpa mụ na ha anaghị akpa.
So this is it, my brother and sisters, wherever you're watching. Let this message circulate in Biafra land. Or those of you who are going to watch this very program later. It's very, very important. Very, very important. Very, very important. Now, before we go to the message of Soludo, we want to first of all touch upon the previous message that we made concerning Imam Agada. Imam Agada. The people or group of people that are working hand in hand to make sure that they force our gallant men to surrender to the Zulu Nigerian government. You understand what I'm saying now?
Don't come, liars, don't come, politicians don't come. They say election don't they come again. All the politicians say they want to rule again. If then we finish, now then they chop the gain. For another 4 years, now we they feed the pain. They carry our money, they come overseas, oh, while the pharmacists are dying of disease, oh.
Welcome back. Welcome back. Let's touch upon that because we need to understand that last time we did very program, we had a network problem. This message right now concerning a man called Imam Agada. Imam Agada based in the United States of America. He based in the United States of America. And this very message, you are going to find it in Ezekiel Satellite TV Facebook page. You are going to hear and listen to the voice of Imam Agada. If you go to Mazi or the Keman Candle and Watch Chineke Facebook page, you are going to see that because we downloaded it and you are going to hear it from your ear. So we took our time to do what? To extract it so that we can be able to read it as a document. You can be able to read it as a document. And there are a lot of exposition that follow this very program because we say that we are going to touch light on each and every one of them so that we can be able to let our people know. So whenever somebody is asking you to come for you to join them, know it that what they are planning for you is otapiapia. Otapiapia. There is otapiapia. And this very otapiapia is designed to make sure that once they get you, immediately they get you, they will put this very otapiapia. Once they give it to you, your own has finished. You also say now, once they give it to you, then your own has finished. So we just want to remind you, anybody asking you to come back, ask them, if had do been that they succeeded in killing you, quick they kill a lot of people. The evidences are there. Would they be calling you for you to come back? Will they be calling you for you to come back? That is a question. Remember Otapiapia. There is Otapiapia. And we made a program about it earlier this year. Otapiapia. 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 They will bring you Putielu Otapiapia nani ilie enwuru. Ilie imagine enwuru. Well, let us play that very video of Otapiapia. Just give me a moment. Give me a moment. Let's play that very video of Otapiapia, so that you know exactly what you are backing. Let us play that very video. Just a moment. Give me 10 seconds. Give me 10 seconds. Let us play it.
Don't come. Liars, liars, don't come. Politicians don't come. They say election don't they come again. All the politicians say they want to rule again. If then we finish, now then they chop again. For another 4 years, now we they feed the pain. Then carry our money, take them overseas, oh. While the pharmacists are dying of disease, oh.
Ụmụ Chineke ndewo. Achọrọ m ka m nwere opportunity a ka m nyụọ onyeisi DOS Command and Control ka ha gbaghalụ m maka na mụ onye edisivuru abụ m a follower of Simon Ekpa mana ekene dịrị Chukwu na-anapụtago mụ afụgo m ụzọ afụgo m nke wee eziokwu. So ihe ọjọọ niile a m merụ oge na kọmentị bad thing na Radio Biafra ọ na kọmentị bad thing na platform ụmụ Chineke. So kịta m aghọtalụ na Simon na autopilot abụrụ ụzọ ndụ. Autopilot ga-lead mmadụ na to death. Abụ their member hardcore autopilot mana Chineke mere ebere m nwasị n'ime ya pụta. So DOS Chike Doziem Chinasaworu ụmụnne m niile ndị Biafra, the follower of Mazi Nnamdi Kanu, the student of Radio Biafra, achọ nka nwere opportunity ayọ bụ na biko gbaghalụnụ m na mụ na ndapụrụ ya bụ ekwesu balụ m n'ime nsobe Simon Ekpa sobe asị ya niile mana mụ afụgo ụzọ na ewelego m onwe m. Abụ m a follower of Mazi Nnamdi Kanu. Abụ m a follower of Radio Biafra. so ya ka nsị ka ihe ụmụ Chineke niile wụ a hardcore ka unu nọsikwa ike biko ka nwekwara opportunity agwakwa ndị autopilot biko si n'ebe a pụta n'ụzọ adụrụ ebe a si n'ebe a pụta n'ụzọ adụrụ ebe a ndewo ụmụ Chineke ndewo.
Amazi, good afternoon from Saida. Voice and send the Rogikita. So na voice the guy boost or na that our WhatsApp group before Kuo ha send the unu jineme program.
Maazị Ikpo, anụrụ m ihe ikwu nwanne m mana ịma na the worst thing na-eme mmadụ n'ụwa bụ na ị na-arịa ọrịa ịmara ọrịa ị na-arịa ọ discover ọrịa ị na-arịa then ịmara ọgwụ ị ga-eji wee gwụ ya ịmahụ dịka esi kwadoro ndị autopilot a ngwa ka esi kwadoro ha na Imam Believe even Simon Ekpa very soon now well atomic the secret we are working underground very serious about him ị ga na ihe ga-eme na my brother ọ bụrụ na ị ghọtabere na ndị awa enemy ị nidikwara ịghọta Ikpo my brother Ikpo ọdụọkọ maka ndị awa advantage over us ọkwa ịfụda gaghị n'ebe a na-akpọ Sọnị well ihe ndị kpọrọ afịa many people nwere ike ime ya ọ na-ezezi m eze na ọ na-eze m eze ịghọtago gaa ọkwefuru onwere ihe m ga-afụ n'ụwa aka ya n'ime ndị ọkwefuru ndị a niile gbalụ mgbọgbọgide Nnamdi Kanu onye ndu anyị nọ na prison na-ata afụ these people ewedu God gafọ mmụọ nke ha hai okwefu ọfụ poison m ga-eyigbu ha niile all of them I will poison them to death. Achọrọ m ịbịa Holland ihe chọrọ ịbịa Holland ịbịa for Austin m ga-abịa Holland very soon and m ga-akwado okwefu ndị autopilot a guy ama mụ na m ewo access but ọ bụ nọ ọtapịapịa ka m nwere access guy mgbachara ya na nkwụ ọ na-anani Chineke ga-egozi m guy Chukwu oke obi igwe ọ ga-egozi m ọ ga-asị nwa m ndị eme at least na-ewepụgo ofu ekwensu ịghọtago ị na-achọ igwe m na ndị amụrụ ihe ha na-eme ị na-achọ igwe m na ndị anyị fụrụ amụrụ ihe ha na-eme ha chọrọ ka anyị bụrụ slave forever these people ịghọtago ha Maazị Ikpo ị ka ya n'ihe ga-eme very soon ọkwa ifo Simon ị ga n'ihe ga-eme ya n'isi ị ga ara malahụ ụra ga ịlọtete ndị autopilot I don't sleep so mfụ poison ga-enye ya ha I swear to my heavenly God, if I see poison, I will poison one. Imana my mother brought autopilot, nwa ga-ebu ụzọ will poison ye wuo ye of the n'ụzọ pụọ. Na emekwa afọ this man na-atara anyị ka anyị wee freedom. It's not like here. It's not like na mbi ebe a unyi na-atụ m oge ọbụla ebu machine na-agbagharị na-arụ ọrụ na-anata. Ịghọtago? Then somebody put us the koya anyị freedom. Ndị ala apụta sị na ha wụ autopilot. Na-emebisi ihe niile na-emebisi n'isi mmadụ ihe niile na-emebisila ihe niile ka iri mmeri slave ndị Fulani ị na-achị igbe na that kind person bụ your friend Ukpo ọ gakwa mma na ịchụzuru your friend hapụ ndị autopilot na ndị akwado wee pụta kama na the problem mụ na gị na-abụ were bụ na autopilot ha declare go war against IPOB mana ya amabeghị ọ dịkwa ka ihe a mere after the Biafran war no victory no vanquish mana from that day Biafran war stop ka ndị Fulani bidoro na-agba war against us mana ya amabeghị now all that formula ka ndị autopilot ji ha na-agba war but anyị wa amabeghị anyị ka na-eme peace meet mana mụ nwa achọpụtago onye mere nji akwado kwefe ọtapịapịa nga na-ebu ya n'akpa ebe ọbụla m fụrụ ha ntụgharị ya ha.
You heard that, right? And the question you are going to ask yourself is this. For those of you that are trying to bring together, or some of you that are accepting them, how are they going to put Otapiapia? They will bring you close as a friend, as IPAB one family. What next? You are going to eat together with them. Then they are going to put Otapiapia. into your food and eat. If they are genuine, they have to start by making sure that they implement everything implementable in Biafra land to make sure that we force this Nigerian government to release Mazi Nnamdi Kanu. Everything, 100%. Because Mazi Nnamdi Kanu said, if you find me and you did not see me, burn down the zoo Nigeria. And some of them will carry this argument and say that is what Mazi Nnamdi Kanu meant for if the zoo Nigerian government killed him. And it's that time they wake up to do something. That is some of the argument. Whereas Mazi Nnamdi Kanu was missing for 8 days and they don't know about it. Nobody knows about it. Because all of them have shown the struggle. So if they are stressed, they are very serious. Implement. You don't need anybody. You do what people are seeing. Just like most of us who are in the social media, our life, everything about us here, people can tell who is on the side of the truth and who is not. You understand now? Millions of Biafrans don't need to speak to me or speak to other Biafrans who are doing great for them to be convinced. Because what? They are watching and seeing what we are doing. They can also start by making sure that there are so many orders that only Mazi Nnamdi Kanu gave them. They need to carry those orders. Many orders only leave many things that we don't even know, that I don't even know. Only to ask them to do. There are many things that they themselves are supposed to do. Even right before they begin to sabotage. A lot of them fall into this sabotage and selling the struggle because of laziness. You understand now? Because of not having the appetite for the struggle. The struggle, they are not hunger. Many of them that you are seeing today sabotaging this very struggle, eating with these two Nigerian politicians. Many of them will see a place where one will do better and they will block him. They rather bring their person or their relative to occupy that position. Whereas they know that this very person can do very great in that very position. But because of this jealousy and envy, why would it be him? Let me put my brother. Let me put my sister. Then you ask yourself, where is the whiter than white and whiter than snow? The doctrine of this very movement is whiter than white and whiter than snow. If you say A, your A will become A. Tomorrow, if they ask you, still make to repeat A. Not here. Tomorrow you talk here. A woman that said, come and carry a document or paper for election. And when the other woman was bombarding her with question, hard question, later she denied. Say, no, I did not say so. I did not say. Let her come and deny that this is not her voice. Let her come and deny that this is not her voice. Now, going to one of the sabotage that we have in IPOB called Emmanuel Magada, the voice note extracted, which you can also be found on Ezekiel Satellite TV Facebook. He said, this is the message I sent to one of the commanders, ESN commanders in Enugu Ezekiel. And the voice note I read, hello admin, because that is what you told me that your name, but according to the video I am seeing, your real name is, which I'm not going to say it. If you want to go listen to it, then you go to the Enugu Ezekiel Satellite TV and listen to it. I don't own the page. The people that own the page uploaded it there. So you can go there and then make your destiny there. He said, good morning. I hope you know who is talking. It's me, Imam Magada from America. I called you yesterday when you picked my call and we agreed each other. And I wanted to tell you the reason I called you, but you cut off the call and I called you again. You didn't pick up the phone call, so I decided to chat with you 2 times and you didn't reply. And later on, you decided to call me back by yourself. And I pick up your call, and the first thing you asked me was, which is true, the first thing he asked Imam Agada, why is he killing the youth of Enugu Ezike? Why is he killing the youth of Enugu Ezike? That is the first question that he asked him. Why is he killing the youth of Enugu Ezike? Now, and I told you that you need to listen. This is the message, this is the response from Imam Agada. I told you that you need to listen to me to know the reason I'm calling you. And if you feel that I am the one killing the youth of Enugu Ezike, you could have called me and asked me before now, not now that I'm calling you. And your reply to me was that you are the owner of your phone and you have the right to cut it off before you die. And I told you, no problem, and you cut it off. Like I said, this is a message. All these messages are the voice note of Imam Agada. You can go and listen to it there. And then went on to say, and I have been thinking about that since, and I said in proverb, people kill because of anger and people bury because of smell. An Igbo proverb said that seeing and keeping silent kill elders, and talking without hearing or listening kill the children. And that is why I see and say, let me drop this voice note for you now. Since all this is happening in Enugu Ezike, I never knew you or who you are. And even you don't know me on else. You are hearing about me or seeing my program that I'm doing online. The first day that you chatted with me, sometime like weeks ago, I didn't know your phone number. And I asked you, who is this? And you told me that this is admin. Before you started chatting, the number you used to chat me was Ghana number. And that was the first communication me and you had on this very earth. What you told me is that you want to surrender. And I was very, very happy. And I communicated with the people that the problem is in their hands, and even the politicians that I communicated with, including the stakeholders in Enugu Ezike. I communicated with them, even the Ibubago that you are seeing, even those army that are working. And I told them that some person want to surrender and they are very, very happy. Now, like I said, this very exposition that you're seeing right now has to do with Imam Agada. If you go to his Facebook page, Imam Agada, you are going to see it there. Imam Agada, you are going to see it there. See the person that I'm talking about. You are going to see it there. Now, what Imam Agada is this, he makes sure that all the Enugu Ezike ESN commanders and the ESN members, including the people that they are working with, because they made mention name, a man named in London that they are working, and other people who they didn't mention their name. What they do is to hunt for ESM members, persuade them to surrender to the Zoo Nigerian government in order to abandon the very struggle of we're fighting. Just exactly what we just analyzed right now of Nkechi Onyebuchi and the Ikechukwu Ugwa, and including a lot of them. Now, went on to say that what you told me that you want to surrender, because I want to repeat it again. And I was very happy. Imam Agada was very, very happy. And Imam Agada communicated with the people that he said the problem is in their hands, which is the politicians. he said that even the politician, he communicated with them. Imam Agada communicated with the stakeholders in Enugu-Ezike. Imam Agada communicated with the Ebubago that is killing our people. Imam Agada communicated with the armies, the Zoo Nigerian terrorist army, that are killing our people. He told them that some person want to surrender, and they were very happy for that. And when Imam Agada and this very commander was chatting, he was at work, and he told his commander that he don't have chance now, and he should call him later. You also say now, he was at work. Now, surrender. This is the message the commander told him. For him to surrender is under one condition. And Imam Agada asked him, what is the condition? He said that they should stop the people that he made mention, the Ibubago, the army, the politician, the stakeholder, should stop arresting and killing Enugu-Ezike youth. And they are now going to start discussing the process of his surrendering. Then Imam Agada said that he don't understand what he meant by the process of his surrendering, but what he understands is that he said that he should stop arresting the youth of Enugu-Ezike. And Imam Agada told him that he's at work now. He said, I am at work. And that is not what both of them will be talking right now. So let them talk about it when he get back home from work. And both of them agreed. They agreed, and then Imam Agada told him that when he has chance on Tuesday by 3 p.m., they agreed. Reaching on that very day, as they agreed to communicate, Imam Agada reached out to the people that he is supposed to communicate, which are the politicians, and they were very happy because the date and time had been fixed. And when he reached that very time on Tuesday, because Imam Agada put it 5 minutes before the time they agreed, you know, say that he put it on a reminder. When he now chatted the commander for them to talk, the commander said yes. But then Imam Agada began to call him to know how far about their discussion, but the commander was not responding because he has gotten exactly what he needed for Imam Agada to do what? To confess that, yeah, he is behind of all the calamity, killings that is going on in Enugu-Ezike. You know what I'm saying now? He has gotten all the information that he needed. All the information that he needed, he has gotten it. You know what I'm saying now? He has gotten the information. And these are the questions that we are asking. Is Ike Ugwa, was he not aware of all these things going on? Because he was supposed to be the one coordinating the whole entire Biafra land. And there are a lot of things that you and I are not even you and I are not even talking about. There are a lot of things that you and I don't even know about. A lot of things that you and I, we don't even know about it. You know what I'm saying now? A lot of things that it is only gradually that you can now begin to see this thing begin to surface. Gradually. But when these things are coming out, when these things are beginning to come out, you also say now, what we now do is to begin to connect to the past. You also say now, we connect to the past, connect to the present in order to make the future a brighter. This is our work. You understand now? This is our work. We make the future brighter because there are a lot of things that is going on. There are a lot of things that have happened that we don't even know. But gradually, those information will be coming out. Once it begins to play out, we begin to connect the dots. That is where you begin to see programs, when I said, keeping the record straight. Then our people now begin to understand. A lot of things is going on. A lot of things is going on. And there is no way that these people that call themselves the leadership, they don't know about it. All of them, all of them, they know exactly what is going on. A man that's supposed to be a member of IPOB, a principal officer in the United States of America in New York, is persuading gallant men for them to surrender. This is not what I wrote. This is his own voice note. His own voice note that I took my time to extract it in order to give it more light. Because a lot of exposition is coming up from this. A lot of exposition is coming out from this. You understand now? A lot of exposition is coming out from this. So once we say that we are not backing down from the Afro, it doesn't matter how you see it. When it comes for question, drag out back to back. You understand now? And if you remember, some of you who follow me on the program when we started the very program, your mama gotta say he's gonna come the next day. We continued the program. He was nowhere to be found. He was nowhere to be found. Now let us continue. Let us continue. He said, and when I started calling you, I know that our discussion is not something that we are going to be typing through messages. And I start calling you when you say that we can talk. And you refuse to pick up my calls. And I called you 3 times. You didn't call me back. And after 2 to 3 days, when I was working, you called me. Let me put it on the screen so that you can be able to see it at the same time while I'm reading it. And I started calling you because I know that our discussion is not something that we will be typing through messages. And I started calling you when you say that we can talk. And you refused to pick up my calls. And I called you 3 times. You didn't call me back. And after 2 to 3 days, when I wasn't working, then you started chatting me, and I told you that I'm at working place. We agreed to discuss when I have chance, and let's talk. And you said yes, but you didn't pick my call. And I told you that since you don't want to surrender, Imam Agada is now telling the commander, since he don't want to surrender, Imam Agada called those politicians back, told them that this commander, he is not serious to surrender. But we are trying to calm the Ebubagu of Enugu Ezike down because there are some people that want to surrender. There are people that want to surrender. This is the same thing that we gave, the same news that we broke out in Imo State. You remember? This is the same news. So this thing is going around all the entire Biafra land. Our people need to understand exactly what is going on. That is why whenever we're making program, you can see them bombarding, attacking. But people that need the message, they always go there to search for it. Imam Agada said that since he don't want to surrender, he have called those politicians back. But now they are trying to calm the Ebubago down of Enugu Ezike because there are some people that want to surrender. And Imam Agada decided to call him yesterday and told him again that your surrender that you are talking about. Before that, there are other people who want to surrender, and you all need to join hands together and surrender before you kill yourself. Your mama God has said. And I know you will listen to this voice note before you die, said by Imam Agada. And I want to tell you that you have the chance to think back so that your life will be useful to you, said by Imam Agada. If you see what has happened and happening in Enugu and how many people that have run away from Enugu and how many people that have been killed by Ebubago and the military, said by Imam Agada, you will know that if you want to be alive or dead, this is a threatening message coming from who? Imam Agada to one of the ESN commander. The same thing, this same conversation. There is no difference between the conversation that we had, we just played right now. There is no difference between the conversation that we played right now of Nkechi Onyebuchi and one other principal officer, but junior principal officer to her, asking her to come and carry a ballot box and a booklet of election or whatever. And when she began to ask her question, she denied. There is no difference. There is no difference. There is no difference. The same thing. The same thing. Now, he said, but what I want to tell you now is that this is the word of Imam Agada. What I want to tell you now is that if you think about all these that I have said or have been telling you and you like to surrender, you should submit your name and let me know, or you look for another person that I know, because the people that is holding this case is many. Even a man named Udo Oha in London. Udo Oha in London. Even a man in London called Udo Oha in London. You should call him so that you can surrender, so that all this will stop. You still have chance, and those people that is in the bush to surrender to, because we know you all. And you know that Ifeanyi Nwa Ogene is dead. He's reminding them the people that have been killed by the military and the Bubago, threatening. Reminding him the people that have been killed by Ebubago, Ifeanyi Nwa Ogene is dead. And you are the one that told me that Prince has been arrested and no one knows where Prince is. And Ifeanyi Nwa Ogene have died, and there is another guy called Pala have died. All those strong guys that have died is those guys that are in the same bush with you there. If you think about all this, if you think about all this and want to surrender, good, because the chance is still there for you. The chance is still there for you people before you die, that death that you want. And there is something I forgot, because all those videos that people are doing and calling your names, because you send those videos to me. Do you remember one evening time when Urama Udoko, one of ESN, who is now in Ebubago, is calling your names? His name is Abuchi, the ex-ESN who is in the commander of Ebubago now, and Urama Udoko, ex-member of ESN, currently in Ebubago too. They are telling you that you are, if you are strong enough, that you should come out, that you say that that village market will not open because of sit at home. I won't talk much until when the time reach. But all this that is happening in any way, Ezekiel, the war, we know how it started and how it will end. The war, we know how it started and how it will end. And you people should keep on. This message above is a message from Imam Agada. And here we have the response from the admin, the commander. He responded to the Imam Agada, and he said to Imam Agada, if you're not evil, if not because you are evil, is there anything that you are saying here which you don't know about? You know everything, but there is no problem. God created human being and also created the day the person will die. And that is how he created you, Imam Agada, and created the day that you will die. And that is how God created me, the commander, and created the day that I will die. All I know is in this Enugu Ezekiel, if I may go out of Enugu Ezekiel, it will be good for both of us. And if the army didn't go out of Enugu Ezekiel, me and you will still be suffering it, which of course, Imam Agada is not suffering anything. He's in the United States of America. He said it in the conversation there that he's taking AC. The people who are suffering are these gallant men and IPOB members, genuine IPOB members in Biafra land. These are the people being killed. These are people being suffering. You understand now? But the message here, the commander sent to him, he said, all he knows in this Enugu Ezekiel, if army go out of Enugu Ezekiel, it is going to be good for both of them. The army didn't go out from Enugu Ezekiel, both of them are going to be suffering it. All he knows is let your hands be clean and upright, which is whiter than white and whiter than snow, which we can find it very, very hard. Very, very hard. He went on to say that you can use me for politics, and you cannot also find me in the middle of politics. You can't. Now, let me ask this question, my brothers and sisters. What is the difference now between the response that this woman gets from the person that she is persuading to go and carry out the Anambra election? There's no difference. And the reason why we are making this very exposition is for those of you that survive the killing by these people. They are now calling you to come back, telling you one story and the other. Telling you one story and the other. They will tell you that it is a mistake, that they made a mistake to announce your name. What they are looking for is he said to him that he cannot find him in the midst of politics. Instead of that, he is going to remain on his own lane and he will stay for himself. And if he sees food, he will eat. If he didn't see food, he will be hungry, said by the commander. And you know that our land is still holy till date. He went on to say that, and if it's only me, you, Magada, and Abuchi, the ex-ESN commander, who is currently the leader of Ibubago, knows the foundation of all these things, but there is no problem. He doesn't look, he said, I doesn't look for someone's trouble, and nobody should find my trouble. Nobody should find my trouble, and if you try to find me, you will die, even if I die before the person, even if he dies before the person. This is the message. This is the message. This is the message. Now, let us move to the message that I want to send to Soludo. The message I want to send Soludo and also the people of Isuofia, including the Igwe of Isuofia, Igwe CAO, Mogalu, and the prominent and the other cabinets, because this very message is very, very important. And this have to do with Eze Fidelis. Eze Fidelis is from Aguata in Anambra State. He married from Isuofia, which of course, Soludo is from Isuofia. So this Eze Fidelis, he is an in-law. He's an in-law to this man called Soludo. Is an in-law. He's an in-law. Just hold on. Let me sip a water, please. Now, welcome back. Eze Fidelis is from Aguata of Anambra State. On Wednesday, the 28th of April 2021, he was kidnapped, not arrested, by Soludo in Isuofia. Like I said, Soludo is from Isuofia. He was kidnapped. He was first taken to where Soludo was building hospital in Isuofia of Aguata at that time. But when Soludo and his gang find out that people knows where this man is, they have to quickly take him to unknown destination. Now, the question that we are going to ask yourself is this: who are those gang? Who are those gang from ESN, for example, that they use? Because these people that sabotage, they know each and every family member. And this is the reason why that Onyendu said that there is not going to be any meeting in Biafra land, any meeting gathering. You also say now, because they know them. So who are the people that Soludo use? Is of course Benjamin Madubugu, now including Sapele in Anambra State. These are the gang. Eze Fidelis is an in-law to the people of Isuofia, where Soludo came from. Now give me the courage to call and to remind Igwe of Isuofia, Igwe CAO Moagalo, and other prominent members, including his cabinet, in order to remind them the promise Soludo made to them, for them to ask Soludo to keep to his promise. Because these people, they summoned Soludo before he became the governor of Anambra State to ask him about Eze Fidelis, which of course Charle Soludo admitted that Eze Fidelis is in his custody. He said, he admitted that he knows his whereabouts. He admitted that he kidnapped him because not arrested. A man who believed in kidnapping, blackmail, in order to win the... How many promises did they promise the people that are supposed to be leading us in the DOS? What did they keep to their promise? Did they? Of course not. What everybody is talking about today is 2023. 2023. 2023. All if on your 2023. Nobody is talking about Mazen Nnamdi Kanu anymore. Nobody is talking about millions of thousands of Biafrans that are in DSS dungeon, in so many cells. Thousands, if not millions. Nobody's talking about them. That is why we are asking the people of Isofia to remind them of the promise Soludo made to them that immediately he becomes the governor of Anambra State, which of course he is, that he's going to release Eze Fidelis. He made this very promise when the Igwe of Isofia and his cabinet and other prominent members in that very society summoned him, which Soludo admitted that he knows his whereabouts, and he is going to release him immediately after he becomes the governor of Anambra State, including the other Biafran agitators that he is holding. This is a message in order to remind each and every one of you. I still remember as I came and Kendall watch Bonova active member of IPOB, and also an active financial member, serving the indigenous people of Biafra through media, evangelists, and they also in music. The second disciple of Onyendu, Mazen Nnamdi Kanu, aka Afro Cronkite. Shalom.